Impact Wrestling Slammiversary 2022 is in the books, and I'll give my summarised review for you now here on YouTube. I'm not going to break everything down block by block. I'm just going to talk about everything in a few minutes for you. And basically for me, I thought this show was exactly what it needed to be. It was nostalgia, it was a celebration, it was Impact Wrestling 20 years to the day since when it started as TNA in Nashville, Tennessee, where it all began in the Asylum. I love the fact that we had some throwbacks to some classic matches. Obviously, we had the Ultimate X, which is a staple of the X division, what Impact is all about, and its match type. We had the likes of Monsters Ball in the evening as well, which I think was as brutal as ever. Yes, it had sort of the old school feel as well, being locked in rooms and not being able to eat and see light and stuff like that, which I think is a bit silly, but still has its fun narrative as well. And I think that those two, Sami Callihan and Moose, had a brutal match as well, with some really gruesome spots in there, with obviously the likes of the thumbtacks obviously coming out to the play, the table spots, even the barbed wire on the door. I thought it was a lot of fun personally when you look back at it. You obviously as well had ones I've not seen for a while, like Queen of the Mountain. Well, it's the first time ever, has been King of the Mountain for many years. For the ladies did a great job on that as well. And of course we had the reverse battle royal. As awful as it may be, it certainly was fun for nostalgia. We had some familiar faces returning as well. America's Most Wanted, Dixie Carter was in the house. Davey Richards, of course, was the mystery person that was part of the Impact Originals. I thought that made a lot of sense, him being there. Of course, had been a tag team with the Wolves, with Eddie Edwards for a long time, so added a lot of depth and story to that match as well. Of course, they'd been rivals as well back in 2017 when the team broke up. And of course, when you look at the video packages we had from the likes of Sting, Kurt Angle, AJ Styles, the importance to these guys to have this, and of course, all going off doing different things now. Sting being with AEW, still going in his 60s. Kurt Angle, one of the biggest names of all time, putting in a message for Impact Wrestling. Of course, AJ Styles, arguably where he made his name, he hadn't forgotten. Three of the biggest names that have probably been associated with TNA Impact Wrestling over the years. You probably could name 3 or 4 more that would be in the same bracket as these guys, but certainly 3 of the most important. And of course we had a great main event, Josh Alexander and Eric Young doing throwback to some of the best finishing moves and finishing spots we've seen through the years in Impact Wrestling over the last 20 years or so. With the Jeff Jarrett guitar spot, we had the likes of Styles clashes being done. We had where the ring was being pulled apart, kind of reminded me of that Texas Death match with Bully Ray back at Slammiversary in 2013, if I'm not mistaken. And of course that hard way with Josh Alexander hitting his finisher just on the wood there was a great way to finish that main event. Really happy with a lot of the new champions. Jordan Grace, been a big fan of her work, like I say, winning Queen of the Mountain. Was surprised the Good Brothers did win the Impact Tag Team Championships back. I'm guessing they must be staying put. I'm hoping they're staying put anyway. We'll probably have a good idea over the next couple of months if the Good Brothers will be long-term champions or not. Of course, Speedball Mike Bailey always was inevitable. He was going to become X Division at some point. I did think they would keep it on Ace Austin a little bit longer since he just joined Bullet Club. But hey, we can finally go off with a singles program with those two. And of course, we've got new Impact Knockouts Tag Team Champions as well with Rosemary and Tyra Valkyrie, which of course I think was quite fun as well because that storyline has well, it should be a fun story to play out. I think it's a good direction to go with those Knockouts Tag Team Championships. I'm sure the Influence are not done with those titles just yet. I'm guessing they will look to try and get some sort of rematch in the very near future, with Against All Odds being the next show on Friday, the 1st of July. To give my grade for this pay-per-view on a score out of 10, I'm going to go for a solid 7.5. I don't think it's been the biggest and strongest Impact pay-per-view of the year. They've had some belters through this year. Still think Hard to Kill was probably their strongest one to this point, but certainly there was a lot of fun moments in this show and some great spots as well. Looking at the lights as well with that ladder match there, obviously the Queen of the Mountain, the ladder spots with Deanna Price and Chelsea Green going flying very quickly, rapidly through the table, had me jumping out of my seat. Mia Yim doing classic Shelton Benjamin, running up the ladder and flipping over the top rope for the Queen of the Mountain was a lot of fun to watch. Certainly enjoyed the Ultimate X at the start of the night as well. The Tower of Power, and of course that insane Canadian Destroyer from the second rope as well was insane to watch. And just seeing 4 of the superstars sort of going along, trying to get to that Ultimate X and to get to that championship. And of course, Speedball and Ace Austin sort of holding their balance for a long time, trying to knock sort of superstars off, and that was great fun to watch. But for me, to give match of the night, I've got to go for the 10-man tag, Honor No More, against the Impact Originals. I thought Davey Richards made a lot of sense. He added more story layers to this match than it already had. The fact that we had so many tag team champions, I think everyone at some point has been a tag team champion in a career that have been involved in that match as well. So I think for me, it ticked a lot of boxes. It was a big fun time, and I think overall this show, I think, really did deliver. I thought it was a really fun one. I recommend everyone to go out of the way to go and check it out. But this is just a summarised review for me. Something a little bit different this time, rather than going completely in-depth for like half an hour, 45 minutes. If you've enjoyed this format, then do let me know in the comments below. Maybe I can do more reviews of other shows like this as well. If you've enjoyed this video then as well, please like it as well, share it with a friend, and if it's your first time watching, please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, you've watched more than once, then please get involved, subscribe. More Impact videos will be coming as we go along the calendar year. We're going to start the road now to Bound for Glory. Of course, we're going to start off with Against All Odds, which I'm hoping to do a predictions video for you next week. But that's all for me as well, and like I say, AEW, those videos drop on the channel as well, including AEW Forbidden Door predictions will be coming this Thursday. I'll be joined by WrestleManiac UK. But that's all for me. Thanks for watching. Take care. I'll see you next time. You've been watching SCW here on YouTube. This has been my Slammiversary 2022 review.